Hello everyone, I am Wes, and welcome back to Wes Plays Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. It has come to my attention, now as always, that my recording situation, my setup, is not exactly the best setup, you know, in terms of sound quality and video quality and all that stuff. And I understand that. Believe me, I do. If I had the money for a capture card, you know, even though I talked about in the last episode, all the money I basically spent on upgrading my computer, did I miss it? I did miss it. Okay. All the money I spent on upgrading my computer, one of those upgrades wasn't a capture card. Why was that? First, I will say I'm sorry to disappoint you that wasn't one of them. But part of it is because, you know, I simply, you know, don't really have that many games or consoles that I'd like to record, and especially not in the quality that I would prefer. You know, the Dolphin emulator does its best, and its best is actually honestly good enough. I can play Smash Bros. At nearly full speed on this machine, you know, especially if nothing else is running, and that's no big deal to me. You know, that's no big deal for the computer, either. It is only day 6 on the farm. If I actually plant more of these turnips, I'm pretty sure is what they were, I can probably yield a whole nother crop full by the end of summer. That would be pretty cool. I should do that. I should consider that for the next year, honestly. Even if they do wilt in the next season. I'm not entirely sure if they do in this game or not, but, you know, I won't say that. But anyway, about my sound quality. I know that my videos are slightly quieter, and when I say slightly, I mean a lot quieter, than other videos that might be on YouTube or Netflix or whatever else you're doing, you know, on your machine. You know, it really doesn't affect me that much. I won't say that too much. But I also, you know, even though I have a nice desktop, I still use a laptop for my other multitasking, you know, for my other multitasking needs. Basically, you know, I got this desktop's nice processor to basically run the game and run the file that I use for cheats in parallel, and I basically just didn't do that. And you know, I gotta wonder why. Why do I, you know, change things up so often? If I'm not going to utilize that. I did not mean to do that. Oh my gosh, I'm so terrible with the controls. I'm probably all thumbs because I'm still wearing those gloves that I mentioned in the last episode. I'm wearing gloves. I'm wearing an outdoor shirt. You know, it's sort of a jacket actually. It's sort of a fleece type jacket. And awesome, Sarah woke up. Sarah woke up, but Fox just went back to sleep. Interesting. Oh, also, just to mention, for the chickens, I do have a name for another chicken. So when that happens, that will happen, and that will be one of the things. Sour. Stop. Alright. Just fine. Gonna take care of the sheep here. Gonna wash you like I do every day. Trust me, guys, it's worth it. It's worth it when you get the gold wool, which is worth significantly more than the other stuff. And I should brush all of my other animals every day, I suppose. Because they seem to like it. I don't know why Sour makes that noise when I brush it. Oh well. I'm not too worried about Skipsy right now. Did he wake up? No, he didn't wake up. Not too worried about any of that stuff right now. Watered my plants, took care of those animals. Now I need to check on the chicken, that's right. I am not so hot at all this junk. So yes, I have another name for an animal if I get another animal. I'd prefer it not to be a chicken, because, you know, chickens aren't really, you know, my favorite. You know, they just lay eggs, and especially if I get, like, a rooster, they will just reproduce like crazy, and I don't need that. You know, I don't need fertilized eggs at the wazoo. Gonna check how much money I made yesterday. I'm not gonna ship anything out in the dairy bin just yet. Yeah, I'm making money. Van has not been in town to sell things in a while, and I remember also in the last episode I mentioned having to check my calendar. Why didn't I do that yet? That's interesting. Because interesting things could be happening. Okay, day 3 and 8. Okay, so nothing interesting is going on this season. We will see probably by the end of the year if anything goes on. I think there's a fall harvest festival which, you know, I don't actually have to participate in, unlike the other Harvest Moon games. That's gonna be kind of nice. Yes, that's right. Back to my setup concerns. My setup with recording and stuff like that. My headphones are actually a really old pair of headphones. I believe they're SteelSeries headphones. I think I mentioned this before. Basically with socks over them, you know, to pad them because the padding on them kept flaking away, you know, so I had that problem with it. Oh gosh, what else? Oh, and I kind of have a little piece of fabric tied around the microphone as kind of like a pop filter, although I have no idea how well that actually works. Why am I walking again? I'm an idiot. So yeah, you know, so my... Okay, so... I don't know what's going on here. I'm just getting more, notifications of emails. Sorry for all that. Wait, what was that? Turn it. Okay, that's right. If I get these, like, every day, then why doesn't the response I send work? Sorry for my pauses. I'm having struggles, okay? I'm really struggling here. I don't have anything she likes. Crap. Okay. Won't be doing that today, I guess. Friendly. Right. Friendly. What? Gosh. I have so much to do today. It's not even cool. I hate getting these kind of emails. Holy crap. It just won't stop. The emails keep coming. And we're already friends with everybody in here except Sebastian, so we're gonna see where he is, see if he's in here. I don't know how to make the emails stop coming. I don't know if you guys are hearing that dinging noise. But anyway, I've got a silly setup. You know, I want a nice... I don't exactly want a gaming headset. I want a regular headset. You know, a nice headset for listening to music and stuff like that when I'm sitting on a computer or listening to the gameplay stuff. When I'm doing that, you don't... I don't know if you like me more. Okay, I don't think he likes that. Email stopped coming, finally. Holy crap, I'm so sick of that right now. Okay, so yeah, it looks like I have to get to the dig to do anything I want to do today. Part of that is triggering heart events, but... Dude, she stops when I go by her. What's wrong? Why is she frozen? Galen wants to look at me, and he's really who's important, and Nina, not so much, you know. Okay, screw it. I give up. Are you... You're doing that thing that Nami does. You just sit there and look vacantly. So yeah, gonna get stuff done today. I just completely spaced out. I am so sorry. I was just so frustrated because all those emails were coming in and they're all like harassment stuff, you know. Like GameStop is one of them, telling me it's like, oh, you can sell these pre-owned games and get this amount of money for them. And I'm like, I don't care, GameStop. Ooh, okay, so we can trigger a cutscene with Van here if we want to. We can do that actually really soon too, probably, as long as Tim is in there, and I think Tim is in there, so that's nice. Who are you? You're that guy that doesn't like us. You're Cassie. Alright. Was that enough? It wasn't enough. He's not friends with us still. Okay. And it's gonna happen. Well, will it? Please turn, Van. Van! You have duties. Shoot. Jeez. Here we go. This thing called effort is really quite amusing. I don't feel so well. Oh, Wes, you came just to the right time. I was just about to tell Tim how the Matkins diet Romana told me to try turned out. At first I wondered if it would work. You're supposed to walk around your room with your eyes closed and open and close your hands. You do this 2 times a day. According to recent reports, this is the best diet out. After 10 days of doing this, I went to go weigh myself. Boy, was I surprised, I lost 20 pounds. I guess all that walking into walls helped after all. So you can say the scale was wrong or congratulations. I'm going to say congratulations because, you know, I'm going to stick to this diet for a while. Tim should give it a try too. If I can do it, anyone can. Ha ha ha. I almost forgot to tell Romano my results. I'll be seeing you around then. Notice something later though. He's never going to go see Romana. And that's all we're left with. And then, thanks for coming. I've seen strange dishes you wouldn't imagine. He says the same line over and over again a lot. And then eventually he will say something interesting. Rock went and broke my favorite vase. I was so mad. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really cut out to run it in. Yeah, so he talks a lot, but he doesn't really... This is the same things. He's actually a slightly more interesting character than some of the other ones since, because of how often he actually talks and says things. Some of the other characters, they just don't do that as often. Oh, we actually have a... Cool, you like us. We actually have a present for Doc Hardy today, because we have fish. What am I doing? Have a Columbo.
Ooh.
Alright. And we could find Daryl in the early afternoon, waking up and doing experiments at his house. But we haven't done that yet. We won't worry about it. Ooh, okay, so it's almost noon, so I know my character's going to be hungry, because my character's always hungry. Never stops. It's actually almost noon for me, too. It's almost lunchtime for me. So this might be the last episode I record today, partly because I don't have really much to say, other than, oh, I wish my setup were better, and, you know, I wish I had better recording equipment and stuff like that. I am working on getting a nice new microphone, but that involves actually working. And I don't have a job yet at the moment, unless I count, you know, YouTube and being an artist, you know, being a commissioned artist and doing chores around the house and getting, well, I get paid for working for someone else anyway, you know, but that's all like basically freelance work. It's not like official stuff that I can technically put on a resume or, I mean, I can put a lot of it on a resume because it's just experience, but it's not like stuff that I can, you know, file taxes and say this is part of my income for, because it's not really a lot. So I technically don't get a paycheck yet. Not that you guys really need to know about that, but, you know, I just feel like, you know, sharing some of these things kind of helps me, you know, come to terms with them. But yeah, so when I get a job and stuff like that, I'll actually work on getting a microphone and stuff. And when you do, you'll definitely hear the difference. I'll also probably get a nicer set of headphones because, like I said, the ones now, since the pads were flaking off and stuff like that, I had to basically cover them up with, you know, socks and stuff. That's kind of not really a nice thing. You know, they're not really nice headphones in that case if that's what's happened. And it's probably because of the environment that they've been in and all that stuff. I won't deny that they've been abused before I was the owner because I'm actually not the original owner. Somebody gave these to me a while ago. But you know, I might get a nice Xbox controller for my computer so I could play Steam games with it, with a controller for once. Because believe it or not, you know, while I'm being a PC gamer and stuff like that, and I enjoy using the keyboard and mouse for a lot of games, like Skyrim specifically, it makes aiming and stuff a lot easier. It's not the ideal solution for like a Sonic game or a racing game, especially, you know, or like, you know, say Harvest Moon or something like that. While I could play it on a computer, I prefer one that was made for the computer instead of, you know, something like that. Even Record of Agarest War, it's probably better off being played with a controller because of how the game is made, you know, because of how the game's controls are. But, you know, if I were thinking about games like Call of Duty, Halo, all that stuff, I would definitely probably want to play them on the computer instead. Even Grand Theft Auto, really. But after so many years of playing those with the controllers, you know, sometimes games are just more comfortable with a controller. I've come to admit that. The problem is, Steam doesn't recognize my regular USB controller that I use for my emulator as a configurable controller. So none of the games let me use it as a controller. Because I guess my Logitech controller isn't considered a controller. Like, seriously, Steam? Really? You won't support third-party controllers that are made for the computer, but you will support ones that are made for a game console that nobody really... I won't say nobody really wants to have, but no computer gamer really cares too much about to have, you know. So that's my little rant on my controller and Steam and all of their stuff. But yeah, so I might get a nice new controller, I might get a nice microphone and stuff like that for recording stuff. And if I do that, I will probably actually do some more, I'll do some reading and stuff like that on this YouTube channel as well. Or I might even make a new YouTube channel for that, I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit more motivated to do these kinds of things today, to actually relax and enjoy playing games. And I do love talking while I play the games, which is why I do record them, you know? It's just kind of how I am. Which explains why I'm so far in these games, and I'm actually playing these games more often than I play other games that I have that I would, I don't know how to say it. That I play other games that I have that would normally be considered better, you know? It's just because I have an audience for these ones. That's what's really nice about the GameCube games, is that right now, at the moment, the emulator is at a point where it is one of the ideal things for me to record on without having to have a capture card. A capture card is also in my upgrade plans, but then I'd have to, like, you know, string whatever game console I have over to my desk to record stuff, and I kind of don't want to do that, but it's also, at the same time, not really such a big deal. So there's that discussion right there, and you guys can let me know what you think about all that stuff in the comments. So yeah, like, you guys can recommend hardware, headphones, all that kind of stuff. Not entirely sure what I'm gonna get for any of that stuff. I might ask some other fellow YouTubers about that if I can get away with it. And yeah, so we're going to still try to trigger hard events here, even though we know that it's not really going to happen that easily. Yeah. Just like I thought. Celia's probably even home too. She's here. I just have to keep giving her flowers. No, I want to keep that. I want to keep the goddess drops. Where's my other? There they are. I'll give you a Mr. Moon. Ugh. Okay. So. My plan still, I want to get a seed maker. So I have to go talk to Daryl, because Daryl is the one that gives me the seed maker, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh, you're awake. Holy crap, Skipsy. You've been sleeping literally all day. Okay. So yeah. Let's go see if we can find Daryl. It is early afternoon too. Oh, and Van has set up shop. So we can sell things to him too. And Daryl's outside of his house. Great. Oh well. Yeah, headphone warning in case I sneeze. Epilepsy warning in case he does this thing again like he did in episode 10, I'm pretty sure. He's busy right now. But... okay. Let's see if we can get him anyway. Oh my gosh, the camera angle here sucks. Okay, so he doesn't want to take anything right now. We're just going to leave him alone then. We're going to go find Nami because we have a present for her anyway. I don't know what I would sell to Van at the moment. I mean, I technically have a big fish that I could sell him. I have a big fish that I could sell him, but, you know, I also could give that as a present, and, you know, that would be worth a little bit more as a present than anything else, honestly. Doc Hardy is still not my friend, but Nami is, so that's nice. We'll go to other, give you your skull fossil. jeez. Okay, so sorry. Some hard events are just so hard to trigger. I haven't gotten any in this episode. But like I said, this is probably the last episode I will record today. I'm already 20 minutes in, and I'm not even like halfway done with the episode. Probably because I've done so much going in and out of doors and all that junk. Really, the only thing to do is try to trigger an event with Nami or Celia at the moment. And that's all debatable, you know, whether that's actually going to happen or not. Okay, I figure we could talk to Van here. We could sell something to Van. What do we have? Let's go to this menu. Let's see what we have. We have a lot of flowers that I kind of want to keep. We have our turnips. Okay, you know what? Honestly, I will sell my crops. I don't have a produce shipping bin, but I don't mind selling my crops if it's for, you know. I will sell all of them. Oh, and that's right. I was also saving up for some other things for my farm. I forgot. I don't really have anything to spend money on right now aside from animals, and I don't want to I kind of just don't want to waste my money on animals right now. Please go inside. Oh my gosh. Okay, Daryl, you're. I hate you, Daryl. You're so terrible right now. We can go try and trigger an event with Celia. We've never really been to Vesta's farm in the evening time, so stuff might happen at that time too. We've really always gone in the morning because it's like right next to our farm and stuff like that. Gonna see if we can trigger an event. Nope. Okay. Whatevs. Then we can follow Nami around, see if she goes into the bar anytime. Really? I was so far away from the door and, like... Sorry, it's a bad controller, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of the Steam games that I mentioned probably earlier and having a controller to use those on, you can add me on Steam. Any of you, really, just send a friend request or whatever. I'd recommend, you know, sending like a custom note or something like that, saying, "Hey, I'm from YouTube." Otherwise, I might just like leave that friend request in my thing forever. You know, in my request bin forever, because I wouldn't know it's you. You know, or I wouldn't know where you saw my videos or anything like that. I'm xSnaggerWes on Steam, just like I am everywhere else. As much as I like to deny that kind of stuff. Yeah, oh my gosh, did you really just come out of the bar? Nami, what the heck? Hold on. Were you the only one in there? Oh my gosh. Nami, you are so difficult. You're horrible, Nami. You're horrible, you hear that? You're evil. She taunts us. You guys see it. I see it. Everyone sees it. She taunts us. Alright, whatever. Really? Freaking let me through. Holy crap. Shut up, Fox. Oh, wow, you're really not giving any milk anymore. That's frustrating. Yeah, okay. So we're doing good so far, actually. Done everything we need to with the animals. Time to sell some produce, and then that'll be about it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Remember to leave a comment and... Wow, okay. You're just gonna sleep forever. Remember to leave a comment and tell me about, you know, like, how you guys are doing, all that stuff. How you guys like this series, what I could improve on, like, you know, maybe not talking so much. But as always, you know, or as usual, I've always put these queries down in the well, I've always mentioned them in the previous episodes too, and nothing. Okay, I've always mentioned them in the previous episodes as well, and I've always oh gosh, what am I thinking? I've even put it in the description a few times. You know, all those things. You know. Be sure to follow me on Twitch if you want to see my live streams. It's mostly Pokemon Coliseum right now, but it may be other games in the future as well. You know, especially if it's a game that I can't really well, I won't say that I can't really win, but a game that's, you know, rather difficult for me, that takes multiple tries to finish one task. I suppose, okay, I suppose we could probably go down and see what all the townspeople are up to. I'm sure there's something interesting going on out here. Since I've exited and entered so many buildings, it's probably, you know, very likely that other things have gone on while I was away. So let's see. Yeah, okay, you're in the bar. That's it. Which means if Nami enters, he will be also still in the bar. But yeah, remember to like or dislike this video and all that good stuff. And subscribe if you want to see more episodes and more Let's Plays. I can't promise anything at the moment, but that really doesn't mean that I won't do it. Obviously, I'm probably going to do more, especially with all of the things that I said I would do. Oh my gosh, are you really going inside right now? Okay, sweet. We might get a little peek at how much Nami likes or hates us. She probably hates us. It's probably like literally one red heart. And so that's why we only got the one heart event for her so far. At least I think. I've been rewatching some of my old episodes, but I haven't been really recapping what's been happening in them. 2 hearts. Okay, cool. That means I can take a look at the guide and see how close we are to actually doing anything there. I might do a live stream. Well, I'm saying this, of course, in an episode that'll be posted later, but I might do more live streaming today. And today, like, for me, not today for you guys. Of course, I might be doing it today for you guys as well. I'm probably going to do some live streaming before I start actually cleaning my room, and then I'll get to work on all that good stuff, and yeah, bringing you guys some quality content. I want to do like kind of like a sped up time lapse of my off-screen training and stuff like that. My off-screen training, purifying, all that good stuff, so that you guys get to see all of that other stuff that I do. Gosh, I don't know how to say it. Oh, so you guys get to see like my live streams and, you know, what goes on in them, at least, you know, to a point, you know, but they'll be fast forward with maybe some music behind them if I can get away with that, and you get to see what the sleeping things looks like. Anyway, I will see you guys all in the next episode. Thank you for watching. You guys have been a great audience.